So good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, Shantanu sir. I guess
Yes.
you are
How are you?
in today also.
Yes, yes. And how are you?
Yes, sir, I'm super fantastic. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. And how is your channel going on? And how is the practice going on?
Practice is going super duper, and even channel, yeah, it's running like what can I call it? It's small baby, right? So it's trying to learn like walking. It's learning the walk.
Yes, yes. And all right. Before starting our conversation, we should introduce ourselves. I know about yourself. I have watched so many video on your YouTube channel. But for my viewers, first of all, please say something about yourself.
Yeah, of course, Shantanu sir. So, as you know, my name is Medha, and I am a student. I'm pursuing my graduation in final year from BCom course, and with that, I used to do some different things in this communication skills, communication field through online, offline, and I used to teach also beginners or the persons who were like moving for the interview, so they face little fear, hesitation. So I help them also by taking different class and sessions. So that work also I do. And whenever I get leisure time, so I prefer to spend with painting. I, I do love that. So that's all about me, a small intro. And again, even I know about you, Shantanu sir, very well, but small intro just share, and then we'll
Yes,
proceed
yes,
with the normal
yes, yes.
talk.
Definitely.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. I am Santanu Das. I am connecting from West Bengal, and by professional, I am working person. I work in a hospital as an attendant, and I have been working over there more than 10 years. And if I talk about my hobbies, I always like playing cricket and football. But I know I don't play cricket and football because I don't get free time. Apart from also, I'm running my one YouTube channel, which name is English with LG. That's all about me. It is my short introduction.
Yeah, wonderful. So, still you are continuing that work, Shantanu sir, or you take leave from there?
Oh no, no, no. I'm doing my continue my doing my job. Yeah.
And with that, like, still channel, you are continuing that also.
Yes, yes. And ma'am,
Okay,
I have one more question to you. You have
you
done
can-
so many things right now. Also, you are doing so many things. But how did you manage your time?
time, sir. You know one thing, that whenever you start something, so uh, you will think too much that how it's going to happen, how I'll manage the things. So, but if you'll start now, so everything will be set by its own only. But you feel little bit like when you do a lot of stuff together, so sometimes you're unable to focus on your health, and the same thing took place with me also. And that's the reason I given gap to the this conversational videos. Earlier I used to record, and I recorded with you also one video, right? But because
Yes,
of sessions and like college and lot of different work that I used to do, even live also, I used to come on regular basis. So I given gap and started facing, like eye issue, headache problem. So that all things. So that's the reason I took the gap. But yes, when you around with too much work at a time, na, so that make you too much active. Okay,
yes,
you will be like, I have to do a lot of work, so I need to wake up early in the morning. So even I used to wake up by 4 a.m. and 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. I used to take online sessions through abroad people and like our Indians also, and like English conversational sessions that I used to take. And after that, small video I prepare for YouTube channel that I make and editing all the things till 9. And after 9, my mother, she used to call that now it's time for your college, so get ready for it. But nowadays I am unable to go to college also because lack of time. So I'm doing study in my home only. So after returning from college, like 2 to 3 p.m., I return from there. and again I take class three, like 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5 live, 5 to 6 again session, and 7 to 8 like helping to my mother to household chores, and 8 to 9 I take food, and again 9 to 10, 10 to 11 again session, and level to
Yes,
12
yes.
like all personal works that I used to do. So at 1 or 12:30 a.m. I used to sleep. This is whole routine. But rest is also
Yes.
important, sir. Otherwise, it affect health very badly. That's all.
Yes, you are doing a great job. It is wonderful. And you have to do hard work for this job. And I know so you are teaching, you are learning this language as well as you are running a YouTube channel. I know actually I have been running my YouTube channel around 1 year. I had to struggle a lot because after that also I have to record the video. After that also I have to do the edit the video, and finally I have to make the thumbnail. Yeah, I know properly what kind of activities I have to do. Right now also you are doing a good job. And ma'am, you also teaching a few students online or offline maybe. And I have one questions. And do you teach English grammar? Do you teach English grammar?
I mainly focus on English conversation, not in grammar, because I used to keep like I'm teaching to the people with a perspective that you don't know anything in English. Okay. And if someone, see, uh, everyone they used to say that grammar is very important, but when it comes to the person who is illiterate, okay, who is illiterate, who don't
Yes,
know how to read and write, but he have intention, he have lot of interest to speak English. So how they can speak? It will start from grammar, that this is the rule, that is the rule, all the things. So they are unable to understand, right? They are unable to speak also. So I just removed that perspective from my mind that grammar it's not necessary at all for speaking purpose. So to every student, whoever that the student like pursuing anything in their career like studies or whatever, and even normal persons also. So I used to start with conversational things, not with grammar at all. I don't give preference for grammar, Santanu sir.
yes. And sir, and ma'am, what do you think? What do you think? Is English grammar important for speaking English? Only for speaking English?
No, sir. I don't think that grammar is too much important. Other people they used to say that it's too much important, but I personally believe that it's not too much important. If you have the fluency, if you gain the fluency, so after that automatically you'll learn all the grammatical rules. No need to like specifically learn it, like sit for that and spend time and like try to give your head completely to the grammar. It's not
Yes,
necessary.
yes, yes. Actually, basic English grammar is important. Yeah.
Yeah, little bit. Like if you want to speak something about future, so you need to know that what things that we need to add in it, like will be if you're adding to each and every line. So it's directly indicating that you are talking about future. And if you're adding like was, were, so it means you're talking about something like past, something that taking place now. So ing form, these things if you are including. So this small tricks that you can utilize in your conversation that makes sense that what you are trying to say about which time you are talking, and that's enough, I guess.
Yes, yes. Ma'am, my next question is actually I belong to village area, and when I was starting in my school life, that time my English was not good. I was very weak in English subject. That's why also I don't have a lot of vocabulary in my brain. Yeah, while speaking English, I get stuck, lack of vocabulary, and I don't like reading. I know properly to improve my vocabulary skill. Always I have to read English newspaper. Always I have to do I have always have to do English story book for improve my English vocabulary skill. Actually, reading is also important. Yeah, but I don't like reading. Yeah, it is boring to me. Yeah, that's why also I had to face a lot of problem. And ma'am, you also teaching few students, and for improving the vocabulary skill, what kind of advice do you give?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely wonderful question that you ask. And yes, my students they used to ask the same question when they join in starting, and that my word power is very weak, ma'am. I am able to remember the things when I speak. So my conversation is good, but because of the vocabulary, I stuck in the middle, and that create a negative impact into the conversation. So I used to say that, see, it's not need not to be worried if you don't know any particular vocab, and because of any one word you are stucking in the middle of the conversation, so you can take the support or help from the sentence. Instead of using that particular word, you can use sentence and explain the thing, and the other person to whom you are speaking, even they'll get to know that, they'll not get to know this thing, that you don't know particular word. Just suppose that we know in Hindi that we call suppose sindoor. Okay, so in English we call it vermilion. But suppose if someone don't know that what we call it, so here he or she need to speak about that. So how they'll speak, because they don't know the vocab.
Yes,
How
yes,
they can speak? They can speak that every married woman, they used to keep that red color powder in the forehead, and whoever is keeping
yes,
that powder, so it means that that person, like she's married. So here you get to know that अच्छा ये सिंदूर के बारे में बात कर रही है, right? Like that. Instead of using that word, you can use the sentence. So that you can do. But to remember the word power, it's literally important. So you said that, ma'am, I don't have interest in reading, but I want to learn lot of different words. So what I should do? So you should prefer for listening, small stories that you can listen, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And the same activity I used to give to my own childrens also, my own co-learners, and it literally helping a lot.
yes, yes, you're right. Actually, when you read any English story book, it is also very important for who are beginner, who are learning this language, because the story book, it is made for only for kids, and where it is used simple sentence, simple word. Yeah, that's also they can learn this language very easily. But I don't like reading. But when I watch the
Can
YouTube video in
listen.
English,
Yeah. You can
that
prefer
time
for.
also, yes, at that time also I watch the video with subtitle. Yeah, and at
Hmm.
that time I read. And from those video I collect few new vocabulary, and after that also I use those vocabulary while speaking English. I know properly. If I don't use new vocabulary while speaking English, definitely I will forget. Yeah, that's why also while speaking English I use those vocabulary.
Yeah, using is important. It doesn't matter that like n number of vocabs that you're collecting on regular basis, but you're not utilizing it even in single sentence. So there is no use of that. You'll forget after sometimes. So whatever, like even though one word that you are reading on regular basis, you should understand the meaning of it, and then like try to apply it in regular conversation at least for 1 week. Then directly that word is going to feed in your mind. Just suppose that one word I want to say here, it means super, fantastic, fabulous, like different, what we can call, uh, compliment. Okay, giving complimentation. This word. So the word is like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. This is the biggest word of uh, English. Okay, and it means that super, fantastic, fabulous, like what I can call admiring word that you can call a kind of compliment, saying thanks to someone, like it's odd, excellent. Okay, so this
Yes,
word
yes,
you unable to read, unable to learn it from by pronouncing 3 or 4 times. You need to repeat it again and again with meaning, and continuously. If you are repeating for a week, so next week onwards, automatically you'll be able to speak this sentence, this word, not sentence. So
yes,
it's
yes, you're right.
flagellistic expialidocious.
Yes. And ma'am, I would like to ask another question to you. And right now, for improving my English skill, I don't get free time. I always make this kind of video. I know properly speaking is the most important part. Always you have to speak regular basis for improving your English skill. And whenever I get free time, I always watch the YouTube video in English. And right now, for improving for learning this language, for improving your English skill, what kind of method do you follow? Do you follow any another method, or
Yeah.
every single day do you make this kind of video?
Yes, sir. So I prefer like this kind of conversational videos is literally help too much comparable to all other activities like listening, reading, or watching things. It will not help at all. See, the concept is very simple. If you want to be good in English conversation, so you need to speak. It doesn't matter that wrong
Yes,
or right that you are speaking. Regular basis, try to speak out the things. Automatically, things is going to be said by its own by observing the way of speaking to the other person and the thing that you are doing on regular basis that's literally help you very soon to become a good speaker. Okay, so I give
yes,
first preference to this, but in a case if lack of internet or things you are unable to connect, so then you can prefer for listening or recorded videos to watch to observe the things. And reading, if you are interested, then you can prefer for reading, but I personally don't prefer. You may able to see n number of books here, but it's not mine. And I never read a single book also. I just listen the audio books whenever I get free time, and I try to generate my own thoughts on that. And personally I speak to my own. If there is no one,
yes,
so I speak my own. And I conduct live session also. So live session I specially conduct for myself, to speak self. Whatever comments that they leave my subscribers, I just use to read that, and I share my own opinions on that. So self speaking practice that I used to do on regular basis. Okay,
yes,
so
yes. You are
that's
right.
important,
And
sir.
yes, yes. And I noticed that most important is think in English. And do you think in English while doing any job at your house?
Absolutely, yes. I have made n number of videos on this, like how to think in English. Lot of videos that I make on it, and even in my live session, I give lot of tasks also related to how you can think in English. So on that,
Yes, yes,
and whenever see someone is asking some question to you, sir. So how you answer? The answer is very simple, that you are thinking first in English, then you are
yes,
narrating the
yes, yes,
things. It means that activity you are already doing. But how you able to
yes,
do? When you will do the regular practice, then only you are able to do that. If someone is new or like coming only for 3 to 4 days and they are taking little gap in between the conversation and again they are joining, so they are unable to think. If we ask some different question, they used to think that सोच नहीं पा रहा हूँ थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा मुझे like that. But if we continuously connecting, so need not to think. We just simultaneously we answer the thing. All the things is directly preparing in mind, right?
yes, yes. You are right.
Yes,
Ma'am,
sir.
my next question is, I noticed that who are learning this language for a long time, 1 year or 2 years, they are running their YouTube channel, as well as also they are
Yes.
also teaching. Right now, so you are teaching, and they as well as also they are learning another accent. I mean, British accent and American accent. And
Yes.
right now, do you watch this? Do you learn this kind of accent?
Sir, I literally love to speak like American accent, but I never tried. What I believe that accent is fine. If you are too much interest, then you can go with it. But only for what can I call? Indian accent is also good. You should know the speaking like in a way. So anyone like it may be like American, African, Canadian, or like any person, he or she is speaking with you. So whatever things that you are narrating, that you are speaking, so he and she should clearly understand. And
Yes,
if
yes,
they are understanding you, so accent is not matter at all. But if you're too much
yes, yes.
interested, then you can prefer for it, but not for like show off purpose. That even I'm also good to show them. It's not necessary that I feel, sir. That's the reason I don't prefer to learn other accents. I'm happy with Indian accent only.
Yes. And do you know Dr. Sumita Rai? Have you ever seen her videos? Dr. Sumita Rai?
No, sir. Could you please explain me a little bit about her? I'll
Yes,
definitely
if
watch
if
the
you
videos.
yes, if you search the one YouTube channel, Dr. Sumita Rai, and he also
Mm,
speak very well. Yeah, she speaks very well,
okay.
and the he speaks our Indian accent, but he speaks very clearly and comfortably and confidently. I noticed that. Yeah,
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 I'll
you are.
watch.
and her accent is Indian accent, but he speaks very well. I notice also.
Yes, yes, proper way is like how perfectly you are speaking. Accent is not
Yes, yes,
necessary. Sometimes what happen, like few persons they speak very well, like different accent. So they use that accent to beginners also. So here, just tell me that what's the use of that? Because whatever you are delivering, other person he or she is not understanding you. So there is no use of that
yes, yes,
accent, right?
yes, yes, yes. You are right.
Yeah, you
All
should be
right,
simple and like, yeah, Shantanu
all right,
sir.
ma'am. It was
You
nice.
asked all the questions. You didn't given me single chance to ask you. No issue. We'll connect
Yes,
in another video, and I'll ask you the little questions related to conversation things and other also, so you can answer that all things. Okay. I
yes,
literally
yes.
felt very happy after connecting with you again and answering your all questions. I literally felt like satisfied today with my English speaking journey. So thank
All
you
right,
so
ma'am. It was nice
much.
conversation. It was nice conversation with you. Yeah, and thank you for giving a valuable time. And I have learned a lot of things from you. All right, ma'am. Nice to meet you. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Yeah, so bye. Take care. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you.